What's up, friends? Today we're checking out I-DLE, I Want That. I'm excited but trepidatious toward the new I-DLE stuff because I've enjoyed what I've heard from them so far, and I know that on this album they were a lot more hands-off in terms of writing. So I'm like trepidatious, but their vocal performances are so unique and so different that I think we'll still have something special here. I just don't know if it'll have that same kind of wild appeal that their earlier stuff had. So we'll be looking at this from the perspective of a producer and songwriter. So expect a couple pauses to go over specific elements of the song that I'm noticing. Very serene. Oh, blood. Things are about to get crazy. You know when that bloodstained sock comes in. Such a visceral image, bloodstained sock. Ooh.
I wonder.
Really like that back and forth, like almost conversation between that bass and the synth. You got this very 808 sounding bass with a really heavy attack, and you got this techno sounding synth responding to it. Boom, boom, ba-dum, dum, dum. Boom, 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 ba-dum, bam, bam. It's great. Vocals coming in.
I want the oh my OMG. I want that right now, no BRB. I want the all matte big black SUV. I want that, I want that. I want the oh my OMG. I want that right now, that you and me. I want that we maxi, no c'est la vie. I want that, I want that. Don't stop.
Everything is so rhythmically involved in that first little melody right there that it just forces you to move your body. Like I couldn't help myself hearing that steady kick coming in with that bass, with the other synth instrument right there. And then the vocal, I want to, like it was so just in the pocket. Crazy. Great rhythmic stuff right there.
Stop, we ran through the yellows. We go battle to the metal. Then on stage collecting the medals. We hearing no higher level. If you wondering, I'm too high for layers. See you only when I come up for air. Get your tongue tied. Do not what to say. What? Huh?
That response between the higher vocal, that head voice vocal, and the standard vocal is so cool. I wish we had more of that kind of call and response methodology in girl groups, because it's something that's possible because you have these really distinct vocalists and you have like a group setting, so it just makes sense that it should exist. Also, it sounded just so strange and so chaotic in the best way. So it is sounding very I-DLE, and I'm excited about that. This is very good.
I want you to fall, hardest of all, until the tears roll down your face. Say my name or nothing at all. I only want everything.
I want the oh my.
That build is great. It sounds like a Lady Gaga type build. I really like the balance of breathiness and nasality in the vocal. We've dropped a lot of the drums there, which I think makes sense and works really well for a pre-chorus. Get into that chorus, baby.
I want the oh my OMG. I want that right now, no BRB. I want the all matte big black SUV. I want that, I want that.
I want that oh my OMG. I want that right now, that you and me. I want that we maxi, no c'est la vie. I want that, I want that.
Going from that really intense like contralto vocal, that kind of lower end female vocal, to that very head voice, pure light sounding vocal is so cool, and it works so well. Also, those dance moves are sick. Just everything is moving and grooving and going. Oh, yeah, great use of like contrast of the different vocal qualities. It's so cool.
Get a light, stop doing nothing. Stop pushing, loosen my button. Show one seat for LA to London. This could turn into something. All up and down the coastline. If you wanna come in close, no, I don't bite. Here and don't fight the moonlight.
again, second verse. They're doing that same really cool thing that they were doing in that first verse. It's actually a pretty similar verse to the first verse, which I would have liked to maybe have it be a little bit more different, but it still works here. Thinking of that kind of contrast between that higher soprano vocal and the alto vocal reminds me of, so I'm like building my own kind of K-pop style girl group right now here in Vegas. And the vocalist we have right now has a really strong chest voice, but her head voice, she's just not as confident in it. It is good, but she's just not as confident in it. So it's reminding me like, oh yeah, when we look for more members for this group we're forming, we need to make sure we find someone with a really strong head voice who feels really confident in it so we can have that kind of contrast between the two vocalists.
I want you to fall, hardest of all, until the tears
Great
fall
building
down your
vocal.
face. Say my name, or nothing.
Harmonies.
I only want everything.
I want the oh my OMG. I want that right now, no BRB. I want the all Mac big black SUV. I want that. I want that.
I want the oh my OMG. I want that right now, like you and me. I want that we messy, no c'est la vie. I want that. I want that. I want the PSYCHOTIC kind of love. PSYCHOTIC kind of love.
They're really cutting back on their use of the kick in this bridge section. Still really percussive vocals, but I like how those runs are fitting in. They're very like precise note types of runs. Very like hitting what they're hitting. Yeah. Very interesting sounding vocals throughout G-I-DLE. I think that's, you know, part of the selling point for them, for sure.
I want the oh my OMG. I want that right now, no BRB. I want the all Mac big black SUV. I want that. I want that. Yeah.
I want that oh my OMG. I want that right now, that you and me. I want that we maxi, no c'est la vie. I want that. I want that.
Looks like they left her. Or she killed him. Hard to say. Or she's schizophrenic. You never know with a K-pop music video. It's hard to say. I got a few thoughts on this. One of them being, I don't know how I feel about this sound they're going for. It is a lot more of a commercial sound. It does work really well for them, and I can't help but enjoy this song. And the vocal performances are still giving that full throttle G-I-DLE feel. There's a part of me that kind of misses the strangeness that we'd experience in other G-I-DLE tracks. There was kind of like this unhinged quality in the writing itself. And I don't feel like we get that as much on this song, and probably not on this EP. Haven't listened to the full thing yet. But their vocals are still very unhinged. Like, you still get that kind of that bizarre craziness from the vocals, but I'm not hearing it as much in the songwriting and in the production. It's still very fun. It's still very good. I do like the songwriting and I do like the production on this a lot. It's just different from what I've experienced in the past. Yeah, I don't know if that makes sense to you guys. Hope that my explanation made a little bit of sense, that you enjoyed it, learned something new about the song, helped you enjoy the song more. If that's the case, love if you like, comment, share, subscribe. Also, it would be great if you checked out my music. And if you are in the Las Vegas area and you are interested in joining a K-pop inspired girl group, hit me up. Put that in the comment section that you're looking on getting to be a part of this, and I will respond with my Instagram so we can discuss and see if it makes sense to have you as part of this. Thanks so much. Catch you on the flip.